All right, Thursday night. Do you know where your raccoons are at?
Probably trash pandas. You know? Not a hater.
That's
There you go.
derogatory. It's very derogatory. We don't want to get the trash panda enthusiasts on us. Yeah.
The trash pandas, dude. They look like little pandas and they jump in trash.
Raccoon, you're a raccoonist.
I am. I love raccoons.
Welcome to the SF Comic Co. This SF Company Hour, number 161. 161, right? Is that was that last week? This might be 162. It might be 162. Yeah, this is 162. Sorry, we'll change that later.
You know what? This is the alternate cover.
Yeah, this is the variant.
This is the variant.
Yeah, so welcome. Number 162. Don't wrong numbering. Yeah,
the
this
Loki
is,
show.
We'll change it later. We'll change it in post. But I am Rain Doomzilla, joined by the Maximum of Hereford Grayson. How you doing?
Great.
Alex just texted me he's at the gym, so okay. No, drop everything you're doing.
Yeah, come on.
A special Thursday night edition of the SF Comic Co. This is this has been put off a couple of days because we've been busy and vacations and works and all that crap. So we're gonna do
change schedules and everything.
Yeah, schedules are all fucked up this week. So we're supposed to do this last week, but somebody didn't watch Guardians, so we had to postpone everything.
Do you want it's the Warrior game or? I was no choice. I
had a whole week, Rick. Whole weekend.
And Warriors been playing all fucking week.
Yeah.
You know?
Fucking up all the schedules. So yeah, we're gonna review that. Just a couple of little news tidbits we're gonna talk about real quick, and then kind of jump into the Guardians. We'll do a little bit of non-spoiler, then jump into the spoilers. A lot to talk about. So I hope everyone has seen it. If you haven't seen it yet, I would say go watch it and come back. Or if you don't care and just want to see us talk about a movie, stick around.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. Good, Krista. What's up, Krista? Good evening, gentle geeks. What's up, Renee? How you doing?
Yo.
What's up, yo? Hello, comic book, horror, sci-fi, fantasy, movie, anime, manga, toys, action figure community. Yeah, it's pretty much covered. That's a lot of it right there.
Wrestling.
Add sports, wrestling, music. We're geeks of all trades, for sure. Let's see, Renee. I'm going to Best Buy next Tuesday morning at 10 to buy the limited edition Dungeons and Dragons Honor Amongst Thieves 4K Steelbook.
That'd be a good one to get, man. I wonder what the cover art's going to look like on that one. I should look it up. That's a Best Buy exclusive, right?
Best Buy usually has the Steelbooks nowadays. Yeah, some Amazon will have some every once in a while, some special editions. I'm a little picky on my steelbooks. Like I like Dungeons and Dragons. I don't know if it's steelbook worthy for me.
Dude, it's a good
for me personally. I'm talking for me personally. Right?
It's a good movie. Oh, the cover art looks pretty sick.
Yeah. It's yeah.
Oh, the 4K one looks a little like the Losers kind of cover.
Mm.
You know, everybody looking down through a manhole. Yeah. But this other one, it looks pretty sick. It has this dragon like gold and black all over the cover. That looks good.
Golden black dragon.
Yeah.
Golden black dragon. Let's see. Let's talk about I still don't believe this is happening, but there's a lot of news about this going around. Beetlejuice 2.
Are we gonna? No. Oh man, why?
We got to talk about it, man. There's a lot of. They're actually doing casting. There's actually some actual casting. Justin Theroux is going to be in it. They cast Monica Bellucci. We're gonna actually, and we actually got confirmation that Jenna. This is like the no
Jenna
shit.
Ortega.
Yeah, the no shit news of the week. Yeah, no shit news. She's gonna be playing the daughter of Winona Ryder.
Lydia Dietz.
Lydia Dietz. I think pretty much when they were talking about Jenna Ortega being in this movie, I think we kind of everyone put two and two together that she would be the daughter of. She is the love child of Christina Ricci and Winona Ryder for sure. The first all female birth, Jenna Ortega, who I like a lot. So we've made the joke for a long time. I made the joke for a long time. I believe when I see it. I still don't believe it. I think this is smoke and mirrors until we actually see it. So Rick Rock, the Axeman, I still don't buy it. If you're gonna come in, jump in and talk about it, but. Yeah, that was last year. There we were asked every year. There's a Beetlejuice 2 is coming. This is the furthest I've seen it go in the 30 years I've been following this movie. This is the furthest I've seen it go along. But there's a writer's strike. But there's all this other shit that could be happening. I don't buy it until I see a trailer, some on-set footage.
That's probably as far as you can go. Like I said, pre-production. I'm actually post-production. And even then, like you said, you need a trailer because it could get Batgirled, like they made it and never sees the light of day. This is 30 years, Ray. It's been a long time since they've been talking about this.
So, so far, all right. If this hypothetically, if this is happening, what do you think of the cast so far?
It looks cool. Michael Keaton's in his renaissance, in his renaissance phase right now.
Yeah, the Keaton-sance.
Refer to it. the Keaton-sance.
Keaton-sance.
Yeah, it's good for him right now. He's doing really good. I think Flash is about to, dude. Like, I watched The Founder. I watched all of his newer movies. Birdman. Everything's good. He's still got to. He's still a great actor. And he's got Beetlejuice down. I mean, no, you can't cast anybody else to play Beetlejuice.
No. If you can't,
nobody else.
You can't. Yeah, I don't want to see fucking.
I want to see Bill Hader.
Yeah,
doing a Michael Keaton impression playing Beetlejuice.
Yeah, no, we don't need that in our lives now. So we'll see if this actually happens. The writer's strike. The writer's strike
killing everything.
The writer's strike. That's another thing I want to talk about a little bit. The writer's strike is happening, and we've seen this. This happens every 15 or so years. This happened during. I was watching the Batman '89 review, and they were talking about this happened. The writer's strike of 1988. This happened in 2008.
There were some Cheers episodes that fucking you can see, right? If I remember right. Like the writing was bad on some of that shit.
Yeah, they were
releasing shit.
Yeah, because they were like, "Oh, we don't need writers," and like, "Oh, yeah, we do actually." Let's see.
Fan fiction writers fucking doing that shit.
Hondo, Jenna Ortega. That's all you need, man. Jenna Ortega.
That's all he has to say.
She's awesome. I'm really liking her. Everything she's hi guys, heading home early from the Fillmore. Oh, she got what's the Fillmore? What the hell's that?
It's a
neighborhood. Yes. The writer's strike is happening. I think it's. I've read the what they want. It's kind of a no-brainer on a lot of shit. They want the AI bullshit to be discussed and like who gets credit for that kind of shit. They want to get basically just want like basic pay for they're in these writers rooms for hours and days and weeks, and a lot of that time they don't get paid for that time. They're just kind of almost like freelancers at that point. So they want to get paid for the time they're working, which I think is a fair thing. We saw what the writers with no writers have. We get a lot of shitty reality shows, and even those have writers too. But still, it's very loose on that kind of shit. And I don't want to see what happened. Kill a bunch of shows that we've seen. That happened like what Lost was getting was
Heroes and Lost were my two biggest.
Lost was the biggest, and so we lost some movies too. We lost. We could have had that fucking George Miller Justice League movie. Looked like it would have been fucking awesome, but we lost that. There's other issues, but that one of the writers.
Armie Hammer, no Batman. That's my big issue. But it had a good cast. I like dude from what was it, the OC? As well, it was Wally West or it was Barry Allen?
Barry Yelton Olchin was going to be Wally West.
Oh yeah,
I think that would have been pretty good. I think he would have been actually a good Wally West.
Would have been a good one.
I want to go alternate universe and see that fucking movie. And yeah, Barry would never had this fucking renaissance, and trying to bring him out would have been Wally this whole time. But I digress.
Writer strike sucks pretty much.
Yeah, and a lot of things I think it's smart. Like a lot of shows that are getting like shutting down. Like let's not try to half-ass it and try to like make it work without the writers.
There's a few doing it.
Yeah,
Game of Thrones is going through with what they got.
yeah, and then a couple things got through before everything went down. So like James Gunn submitted his script for Superman Legacy before the writer's strike went down. Um, So I don't know, man. I'm hopingly like this is gonna be a domino effect too, because the Directors Guild and the Screen Actors Guild I think are coming up too. Their contracts, so the writers kind of dictate where this is gonna go. So they're not asking for a whole lot really. Like I read the demands and the counter offers and stuff. Hollywood just needs, and for streaming stuff, they're getting paid. A lot of episodes are now, a lot of seasons are like 10 episodes now instead of like the 24. So they're getting paid way less, and so they need to pay these guys, man. The writers are important, man. I think writing is the most important thing, really. That's that can make you could have the greatest director, the greatest fucking actor, the greatest cinematographer, but if you have a shit script,
story,
that's you're gonna have a shit movie, man. Like you can only do so much in the other end. So
you can get by with a great fucking story, and the shots could be minimal, and you'll fucking have a great movie because the story is so fucking good.
Yeah,
they just Hollywood needs to just buck up. You guys are making hand over fucking fist. Just and I'm sure they're not asking for much, but it's reasonable what they're asking. That's the fucked up part. It just trips me out that they even have to get this far to strike.
Yeah,
they don't want to
budge. See what happens. I think it's just kind of hardball. I'm hoping this gets dealt with before summer. I'm hoping. We'll see. But this could fuck up things for a while. And Hollywood was just kind of getting back on its feet. And this has been a good year for movies too. So and TV shows and stuff. So this is kind of this is an important time right now for Hollywood. So you don't want to go through a couple seasons of bad content just because you had to fucking fight over a couple fucking dollars here and there.
So, it's a baseball strike at the wrong time.
Yeah.
That's what it is. It's similar things.
Yeah, we're gonna need fucking Sosa McGuire to come out of retirement to make a movie and fucking make it all better again. Let's see. Guys, you can remind me about the Ultraman Festival at the movie theaters. Also, Godzilla Fest at 4-Star Theater before they curse in case I don't miss it. So, Ultraman Festival is you got that flipped around. Ultraman Festival is happening at 4-Star Theater. That's in June, and then Godzilla
at the Balboa.
Godzilla Fest is at Balboa, and that's happening in August. So, yeah, I definitely want to check out that Ultraman Fest for sure. Catch up on some out.
When do they announce the movies they're going to show?
I'm sure. I think they actually already have. I'm not sure. I think they're going to show a bunch of old episodes here. I'll look it up in a second. I'm hoping that the strike doesn't affect Comic-Con. Lori, it's always like you guys always drop that in there, huh? Like, I'm in Comic-Con.
She almost does it with like a fucking wink and a fucking shot glass.
Yeah, won't affect this Comic-Con because there's already content. The shit they're going to be promoting, most of it's already done, written, and post-production for the most part. So you're not going to be affected in this one. This one's going to probably still have a bunch of the actors and directors and stuff. The next
anything in fall or winter, that's where fucking everything's going to start getting affected.
Yeah. The shit that's in post-production is fine. It's pretty safe because they pretty much know what the movie is at this point. But the shit that was just about to go into production, like Blade, they got shut down. Daredevil got shut down.
One again got shut down.
Yeah, so we got a bunch of shit getting. So Beetlejuice 2 is going to be shut down any second.
Dude, fuck, man. It's That's just been floating around forever. No more.
Yeah, I'm just hoping it doesn't happen.
It's Tim Burton, right?
Yeah,
he's doing it. He's kind of fallen off for me. Like, I really haven't seen a good one from him in a while. I'm trying to remember what's the last shit he did. What is the last movie he did?
Which one?
Tim Burton. Oh, he did fucking the Disney. He did Dumbo.
Wednesday. I think he did do that. Might be his last movie. He did Dumbo. I think he did Wednesday.
Dumbo. Yeah, but Wednesday's a show.
Yeah, I think Dumbo might be the last thing he directed. I looked that up. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, I think it is. I think it is Dumbo.
Still haven't watched it. Don't need to see the fucking elephant die again. I don't need
Yeah, that's where we learn shit.
to.
Fucking Bambi. Yeah. Here we go. Tim Burton, director, producer. Last movie was director. Director.
Yeah, I think it's got to be.
Oh, he did direct. He did direct 4 episodes of Wednesday. Last movie was Dumbo, 2019.
Okay. Wow. Okay, so that wasn't too long ago. Let's see. Ultra Fest. Ultraman. So this is. Oh, sorry. July. It's coming in July. Do we have any movies? Yeah, no movies yet.
Yeah, the Ultraman Fest would be sick, especially if like
I
you're
wanna,
just trying to get people into it.
I want to
That's a
see.
good way.
I
Two
want to
movies.
see. Yeah, I want to see. I want to see fucking Shin Ultraman. So
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one yet. So yeah, we don't have any listings yet for movies. So yeah, as soon as we know, we'll post it and talk about it for sure. Let's see. All right, we'll save that for the Guardians talk. Fillmore's the night club facility for concerts. Saw Cannibal Corpse, Blind Guardian, Arch, and it was Cradle of Filth and tons of other metal bands there. Also saw Ice-T and Diggable Planets. Okay.
Oh, fucking
Gonna
scares
break
me.
Gonna break kayfabe. We work there. Well, I work there anyways. Yeah.
I feel like I'm there all the time.
Yeah, I don't.
Hmm.
Yeah, I just don't talk about it. I don't need people showing up and like, hey man. Hey Renee, if you show up, I'll say what's up to you. I haven't seen Guardians of the Galaxy #3, but but don't want any spoiler. But is Adam Warlock in the movie, and is he golden like the race of golden people were in Volume 2? Yeah, he's what they teased at the end of Volume 2. So yeah, he is the golden people. We'll talk about it in spoilers.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you might want to come back to that. Lori, you're just jealous. Yeah, I'm just jealous. See, you're coming home from work. I'm not at work, so it's even better. So I win.
No spoilers.
I
Oh,
suppose
he's gonna watch it. Yeah, 3D. I'm
uh,
not sure if would that. It didn't really work for me. It wouldn't 3D didn't really make a difference for me.
yeah, he was asking about the 3D. I don't like. I prefer not watching movies in 3D. So unless they're shot on 3D, like Avatar, that's the only time I will like. Other than that,
No up converted 3D.
yeah, and it doesn't feel. I don't know.
Synthetic.
I feel like one scene would be cool and then the rest would be like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I want a Godzilla versus Ultraman movie.
That could be coming. Eventually, that could be coming.
Yeah,
Monsterverse is back. So
he did fight a bunch of like fake ass Godzillas, like because they were so low
and
budget.
he had
like
Jet Jaguar. So yeah.
Godzilla for yeah. Guardians was high from Big Leo. Top 5 Marvel movie. I'd say top 10 for me. I don't know if I put in top 5 just yet, but I need to watch it.
I think it's probably top 5 for me.
Yeah, top 10 for me for sure.
Great. It was a great movie.
3D sucks.
Certain movies, if it's legitimately shot in 3D,
yeah,
I would.
All right. Yeah, what you said. All right, what was the last thing? Let's see, Guardians. Okay, yeah, let's talk about. One thing I want to talk about. The Mortal Kombat 2 cast. Karl Urban has Johnny Cage. I would think he more like an old man Kano or something.
That's what I would think. More Kano.
But yeah, so yeah, just your quick thoughts on this. I think this is kind of a miscast. I love Karl Urban. Everything he does, he's probably going to kill it. He's probably going to do something like badass and unique with it because he's that good of an actor. But this is like what the fuck for sure. What do you think of this casting?
No. Like you said, it feels like a miscasting. He could feel like possibly 3 other characters in the whole story. I just don't understand like the Johnny Cage. I don't know. Even shaved. I'm picturing Billy the Butcher, but yeah, he needs no. I can't see it. I can't see it. I love that game.
Yeah, it just I didn't like. I hated the. You see my review. It was actually did pretty good. Of the first Mortal Kombat movie, it sucked. I had a lot of issues with that one. Renee wants to see a Star Trek versus Star Wars movie in 3D.
That might be sick. but fucking the Enterprise is getting fucked up.
They're getting fucked up, man. Yeah, Star Trek, Star Wars, it's wars. They were trekking in Star Trek, and they were warring in Star Wars. Trekking and warring is totally different for sure. I would mind seeing like
Go ahead.
Like a Grand Admiral Thrawn versus fucking Picard movie. That would be fucking badass.
Oh, that would be badass. Fucking Kirk against fucking Thrawn.
Twisted Metal teaser looked okay from Big Leo.
No,
I haven't watched it yet,
dude. I compare it to Halo for Paramount.
Ooh. Big Leo Meg 2 trailer looked haven't watched the first. The first one's kind of forgettable.
I wanted to like the first.
Yeah, Big Shark, Jason Statham. It just felt like a sci-fi movie with a budget.
Have you seen the other one though? Right now, that's out there. The Black Demon. That shit looks sick.
Is that the Tommy Wiseau one? Or wait, no, that's another one.
No, Black Demon is a shark. Like, it's a shark movie, but it's being shot. It's like shot in Mexico or whatever. It's like a Mexican legend. It looks dope, dude. If you haven't seen the trailer for it, I'll send you a trailer. It looks sick. The Black Demon.
Tommy Wiseau just did a fucking shark movie too. It's a new movie, yeah. I'm kind of curious. GBDs, you want to see a Old Dirty Bastard episode on 3D? Nah. You don't want to see Womack in 3D? No.
Yeah, that ruins it.
That's going to ruin a lot of lives, a lot of TVs.
That's a 0 on the Rotten Tomatoes meter. Well, fuck Womack.
That's a no for me. That's a no for me, dog.
That's
you want to see that in a no D TV. You see Nip laid back in his hospital bed. All right, so let's go to the fucking the big talk. We're going to talk some Guardians of the Galaxy review. We'll talk a little bit before some non-spoiler stuff before we get into the spoiler stuff. Let's see, where's my? Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah, now we're in full review mode. There you go, full review mode. All right. So Guardians Volume 3, third in the Gunn trilogy. This movie was supposed to happen a while ago. I think this was supposed to happen.
Yeah, they fired him.
After Endgame, they fired him. They found some tweets that he did. They were in bad taste. Like not
in
funny.
bad taste. Definitely in bad taste.
Yeah,
but that's his sense of humor. That's his sense of humor. Yeah, it was bad taste.
Yeah. But they kind of like panicked, and it was during that time where everything was kind of getting canceled, and they like everyone was getting lumped in at the same, like, oh well, what Harvey Weinstein did is the same what fucking fucking Aziz Ansari did. Like there are different levels to this shit. You can't lump everyone into the same shit, So it was kind of like Hollywood was in panic mode and Disney was trying to save face, but they fired him prematurely. And DC swooped him up real quick and said, hey, no, we'll take him. And he did the Suicide Squad, which wasn't a financial success, but still a really good movie. And so Disney kind of saw the error of their ways. A lot of the actors too were like, fuck you guys. We want to work with James Gunn. He started this thing, and a lot of the actors had his back. So I think that was another factor too. We get Volume 3, man. Finally, we had a couple appearances here and there. They had a great role in Infinity War and Endgame and Holiday Special, which was great. If you haven't seen the Holiday Special, you don't necessarily need to watch it, but I would definitely watch it if you want the full Guardians experience. If you haven't watched it already, the Guardian Special is pretty awesome. Great music. Kind of see where they're at before this movie happens. But I would definitely check that out before if you haven't, just to kind of be a completist. And we got the last time we saw the Guardians on the big screen was Thor: Love and Thunder. They were in the first 20 minutes because they kind of ended up, they had to explain why Thor was with them at some point. So if you saw the end of Endgame, that makes sense. So volume 3, I like this movie a lot. I teared up a couple times. Just like eyes, teared up a little bit, like, oh man, just hit me emotionally. It's funny. Great action. The characters, all these characters had great moments. No one was really put to the side. Couple things with the villains. We'll talk about more in spoilers. But yeah, the main villain, High Evolutionary. I can't pronounce his name. You can probably pronounce it better than I do.
Chakuri Iwuji.
Chuck Lorre. Yeah. So yeah, he was pretty. He was good as the villain. Yeah, and this, the trailers were kind of hit or miss for me, but this, I think this nailed it, nailed everything. Rocket's the fucking MVP of this movie. I think he's the MVP of the whole series. Real, Rocket's definitely been my favorite character out of everyone so far. They're all great. They're all like Nebula. Fucking just turns into one of my favorite characters in this movie. That definitely did not start off like that. I thought she was okay, but she just has turned into one of the best characters of all time.
She was Nebula at the beginning of this movie. Like she is, yeah.
But yeah, man. Overall, I thought it was a lot of fun. I think it was a great entry, good music. We'll talk about the music for sure. And yeah, this hit on a lot of levels. I want to see this a few more times. It's definitely up there. I've heard, one of the best Marvel movies, top 5. Right now, it's in middle of. It's in the top 10. The more I watch it, I think the higher it's going to go, and where it goes from there, I'm not sure, but still, it's definitely a top 10. It's on the upper tier of the Marvel movies. We always talk about lower tiers, upper tiers, middle tier. Some of the recent things have been kind of lower tier. This is definitely a higher tier for sure. Very excited to talk about this. Very fun movie, heartfelt. Hit all the numbers, man. What'd you think? Non-spoilery.
Absolutely loved it. It's definitely in my top 5. It got up there, just by. This movie's badass, dude. It does everything. Has great action. Fucking funny. It's heartfelt. Great performances. There's everybody fucking turned in a great performance in this. James Gunn, great writing. Great writing.
Yeah, the writing's really good. Yeah.
People are gonna think that he's gonna go like and make Superman funny. I don't think he would do that.
He's a fan of these characters. He made the Guardians this way because he didn't have any like real lore to fucking go back on. Like, there's not, there's Galaxy Guardians of the Galaxy comics, but there's no hardcore lore to the Guardians of the Galaxy that you need to follow. So that's why he chose him. He's like, oh, cool, I can do whatever the fuck I want. Now Superman has a lot of lore, has a lot of history, has a lot of recognition. So he's definitely going to do something memorable with Superman. This gets me a lot more excited from Superman, especially a couple of shots in the movie we'll talk about.
Right?
But this
was like his test run.
Yeah, this is like a test reel for.
This is his test run right here. This is his test run for DC.
Yeah, and then we can see some fun stuff happening.
The movie's amazing.
Yeah.
Let's get into spoilers.
Hold on. I know what you said. Big deal. Funny lines made the characters more relatable. Action was on point. Sad moments, not a predictable Marvel movie. Yeah, more stuff to talk about in spoilers for sure.
How long was this movie? Like 2 hours? 20? 2.5.
Yeah.
I never felt that.
No.
Not once. I never. The mark of a good movie is when you don't have to fucking check what time it is.
Yeah, like, oh man, that's like, oh man.
Yeah, once you go to your phone, there's some kind of like, yeah, this movie's not as cracked up as it.
Yeah, I don't want. Yeah, I've been pretty good about like kind of vetting the movies I go see nowadays. I know this movie's gonna be an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours long, whatever. Kind of readying myself for that moment. But yeah, this doesn't drag at any moment. Just every moment matters, and it's a lot of fun. Renee, what movie theaters did you go see Guardians number 3 and how did you see it? 3D IMAX screen, 4D or what? No, I just saw it on regular.
I saw it on Regal, the RPX screen, the big screen.
Yeah, I saw it on the regular Alamo Draft House. Like it was a perfect time for me after work. But yeah, I want to go see it on a bigger screen, like a big IMAX screen. I wouldn't mind. I don't care about the 3D, but I would go see it on IMAX. Just because
they have it in IMAX.
I think so. Yeah.
Just the space scenes would probably be good for 3D. Just the space, but not the rest of the movie.
Yeah, I don't need all the. Yeah, like when I remember when 3D first was kind of getting big. This is pre-Avatar, like Superman Returns. They had an IMAX 3D thing, and the scene they told you what scenes were in 3D to put on the glasses, so you didn't have to fucking wear the whole glass. Like when somebody's talking in a room, you don't need to wear your fucking stupid glasses. And the little thing would come on screen, put on your 3D glasses, like a little thing in the corner, and you put on your 3D glasses, watch the action scene. It was the fucking airplane scene and like shit towards the end.
That would have been cool, man.
It was awesome. I didn't have to worry about just wore the fucking glasses for one scene or a couple scenes. That's perfect.
Yeah, I don't want to fucking see it when they're just chatting in a fucking office. Like, don't care if they're in 3D.
Yeah, I don't need 3D, casual 3D. We can see we're anti 3D on this show. All right, let's jump into spoilers because we got a lot of shit to talk about. Full spoilers. All right, you've been warned. Exactly 30 minutes. There are full spoilers. 30 minutes in. All right, cool. No one dies. Shocking. No one dies. No one dies in this movie.
He teased the shit out of it. I love it.
I thought at least fucking Drax would die. I thought somebody would fucking die, but no. So this movie is pretty much Rocket's origin. This is like how he was created. And they kind of had hints of it in the previous movies about he's been mechanically manipulated. He's been fucked with. So that's why he has like, emotional scars and the physical scars you can see. So we've kind of been hinted at about his origin. We finally get to see it. It's tied to the high evolutionary. Definitely different character from the comics, but I dug him. I thought the character, he was chewing the scenery, but he was like such an evil prick, man. And yeah, and you want to, it's just like the guy who fucking crushed John Wick's dog and John Wick, you just don't be mean to animals, man. People are going to fucking hate you. But this is a totally Rocket's story. I thought it was great. Rocket's been one of my favorite characters. So yeah, man. I guess we can kind of talk about Rocket first, kind of the plot of Rocket, his kind of his origin.
Fucking sad, dude. Yeah. I mean, I kind of knew that it was gonna go there.
It was. I knew. I had a feeling it was gonna be like heart wrenching, but it's like when he's like fucking like when he's talking about his first words and he's like hurts. He's like so sad. I'm getting like,
and it's like a little kid voice almost.
Yeah, it's like he's doing like his like baby Rocket fucking voice, and it's just like and like you see him, he's just so sweet. He's like smart and he has his friends Lila, fucking Teeth, and Floor. Oh man, those characters, man. Like it's sad. We'll talk about that coming up. This movie really fucking tug at you, man. We get to we open up with them like kind of, this is like taking place right after the Christmas special, so that's why the Christmas special is pretty important, because you kind of see where they're all at. They kind of took over Nowhere, the big head, celestial head from the first one, and kind of made it a home, like a home base for them. And that's kind of a way station for all these like people that Thanos destroyed their homes and shit. So it's a place where people can kind of gather, kind of the outcasts can kind of gather. So yeah, we get to, Quill's still getting over Gamora. Like his Gamora is not the original Gamora. She came back from an alternate past into the Avengers Endgame. So it's not the Gamora he fell in love with. So he's still dealing with that. Rockets, kind of, still kind of being, Rocket. And we get a little bit more Cosmos. Cosmos was great. I love Cosmos. Good dog.
Bad dog.
I love that whole interaction with her. Yeah. Like, take that back. Like, that's the worst thing you could say to a dog. You're a bad dog. And he wouldn't take it back. It was pretty. That was a great. I was one of my. There was a few running jokes. That was definitely one that was. I love that running joke for sure. So yeah, man. Rocket. Yeah, everybody had time to shine in this movie, man. Everybody had moments. Everybody had, they got their fucking due. Like
even as small as the moment could be, they were fucking just. It was perfect. That's how they had their moment. Like I was speaking of Groot.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's fucking great, dude.
Yeah. From Drax, we talk about. Yeah, actually, like Gamora in this, she's playing a different kind of Gamora, but she's kind of like
the dick Gamora.
Yeah,
he's a dick, dude.
Yeah, but she was kind of like that in the beginning of the first one, so she never had that growth that she had.
But in the first one, it felt like it was so swift that she turned. Because it was all new for her, and like this Gamora just doesn't give a shit. I fucking love this Gamora. She's great.
Yeah, I love Mantis was great. I like her a lot too, man. She's definitely had a grown as a character from the since that second movie she was in. Liked her. Yeah, Drax. I think he had more to. Yeah, like the second one, I wasn't a big fan of. I thought it was just. I like the Rocket and Baby Groot and the Yondu storyline, but I didn't like the Peter Quill father angle thing. I think that was a little bit too long and kind of convoluted.
Yeah, that was just backstory explaining why he can
overly explain Star-Lord's origin. Like even in the comic, it's a little complicated, but I think it was just James Gunn kind of dealing with his daddy issues in that movie. But Yeah, I wasn't a big fan. I watched two halves of it. I finally watched the second half. It's just I like all the rocket stuff. I like all the other stuff, but the shit with fucking Star Lord and his father, I was just kind of took me out of it. Didn't feel right, but this one hit on all bases. Like even Quill had a great arc. Everyone had an arc in a kind of a satisfying way too.
Oh, everybody did.
Kraglin, Cosmo,
Kraglin, like, dude, going up and down. Peter had a great one. Gamora too. Only one that I had an issue with was, and he wasn't a Guardian. He was just the new
he ends up one.
Huh? Yeah, he does end up one.
Yeah,
I did not like. The only good, like the bad thing I wasn't fond of was Adam Warlock.
Yeah. Okay, we could talk
he
about.
Just felt out of place.
He did, and I've talked about this with a few people. Yeah, Adam Warlock. He was a character from the '70s. I think Hondo would know his credit. I think who wrote him best was Jim Starlin, and he was the most relevant during the Infinity War, Infinity Gauntlet, saga. All the shit with Silver Surfer and Thanos and the all that shit. That was when he was the most relevant, most known, and we just did the Guardian. We did the Gauntlet and Infinity War storyline. So you kind of bringing him kind of 10 years too late for him to be relevant. And they're going to different
whole phase too late, man.
Yeah, whole phase, because he was a really big part of that Infinity Gauntlet storyline. He was probably like the third main character, really. That
Silver Surfer,
Thanos, and Warlock were probably the three main characters in that storyline. So yeah, kind of they did a good job with the two, without the two, but still, it was something really missing with that. Yeah, but I did like his look. I thought his look was fucking. He looked cool. I like Will Poulter. I still, I wouldn't that wouldn't be my choice to cast as Adam Warlock, but
he was he ended up pretty for what they wanted to do. It was like he kind of was playing more like a teenage Adam Warlock. It seemed to me.
Yeah,
like a younger Adam Warlock. He wasn't like the old. He's still baby, pretty much how they were talking about him.
Yeah,
it was rushed, his evolution. So it's. I just don't like. Just like I said, it feels out of place. He was pretty much inserted for like the Infinity Gauntlet, and
I think I honestly think he just wanted to try out some Superman shit before he fucking he moved over to Superman, because he
planned this since part 2 though.
No, I'm just saying in this movie, like, all right, we're gonna have to fucking throw him in there, and maybe he thought he was gonna have a bigger role in Infinity War, and they never actually used him. But yeah.
Oh, well, the other thing too, because this movie got pushed back so far, he didn't get a chance to throw him in to the full role of the MCU. He could have probably been in Love and Thunder for all we know. One of the Guardians, one of the gladiators that fucking Hulk was fighting, possibly. Yeah, I know you hate it. I hate it too.
That's Ragnarok.
Oh, that's Ragnarok. Yeah. Love and Thunder sucked too, though.
Yeah, Ragnarok. I don't like. Hey, Love and Thunder made me kind of like Ragnarok a little bit more.
Yeah, but you can't have one movie just because it sucks less than the other. That's why you like it more. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks less. Doesn't mean you like it more.
Like, just take off the Planet Hulk shit. It's okay. Just take all that shit out. I'm okay with it.
It's a huge piece.
Yeah, I like Hela in it. The hallway action was fire. Definitely gonna talk about the action. Groot was kick-ass from Krista. Badass, very awesome.
He's fucking swole in this movie, dude.
Swole man Groot.
Yeah, no,
he's like starting to look like Vin Diesel.
Yeah.
Big Leo, Adam Warlock was cool, but late to the MCU.
Yeah, that's the thing that kills me. They did where he could have made a big difference, and he could have been the household name. Is him fighting fucking Thanos. It could have been him, Captain Marvel. Pretty much Captain Marvel's role was kind of his role.
Hondo, the Adam Warlock is a cool character, and they did him kind of wrong.
It's pretty much, he's probably the only kind of gripe I have of the.
Yeah, flick. Even then, it's still I still didn't like
great.
It didn't great. I'm not like I'm not a fucking Adam Warlock purist. Like, oh my god, they did fucking Adam Warlock. It doesn't matter. I wasn't a huge fan of him in the comic either. I really don't care about fucking.
I care as far as what they've shown me as far as the MCU. You have Thanos, but you didn't. It's too little, too late. I feel like the character doesn't like He's not going to be big going forward unless he's big in Secret Wars. He's taking somebody else's role.
I'm gonna hate Ragnarok until they take out the fucking Hulk shit, and they fucking nerfed Hulk for fucking years to come after that fucking movie. Let's see. Renee wants to see a Superman versus Spider-Man movie in 3D. And I bet you see that in 20 years, 20 or 30 years.
Don't say that.
We're not gonna see a Marvel DC thing until they all collapse, until they like they've done every storyline they can. Hondo, the dog days are over. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, talking about the soundtrack.
Yeah,
good soundtrack. We'll talk about that for sure.
Was that Florence Against the Machine, right?
Yes, Florence and the Machine.
Against the Machine.
Machine. I felt the movie was borderline PG-13R with the action and cursing. I loved it. The first F-bomb in the MCU, and I thought that shit was hilarious. That came out of nowhere. She's opening it.
It's the perfect way. Open the fucking door. Like, any one of us would have had that fucking reaction. I know I do in the car. Open the fucking door.
Just open the fucking door.
That was great.
That's got to go down as one of the best F-bombs in the PG-13 movie. I think it has to go up there.
Let me ask you a question, and I'm not sure if there's been a scarier fucking image in the MCU. I'm trying to figure it out, and I can't. But after they pulled the High Evolutionary's face off.
They tore up his face?
Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything like...
more horror. There's some...
bloody...
Multiverse of Madness had some fucking... kind of some terrorizing things in there.
Yeah.
But this was borderline.
This was fucking like almost Hellraiser-ish, dude.
This was some trauma shit, man. He got away with some shit on this one, man.
He made one of the best MCU movies, though. This was in the string of that they've been doing in the MCU. This is the first non-cheapie. This is a fucking hit. Like,
yeah, there's no like, this is the best one since Far From Home or No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Yeah. I like Multiverse of Madness too, but this is
better than that.
Oh yeah,
I liked it too.
Yeah, we'll talk about the soundtrack in a little bit. Avengers vs. X-Men movie. Within
that's my ultimate.
Within
15 years.
Within 8 years, you're going to see. Actually, maybe even sooner. I think after Secret Wars, you're going to see Avengers vs. X-Men. Yeah. I want to see a Logan's Run reboot movie.
Bryan Singer was supposed to direct that.
Yeah, that was on the board for a long time. Even up to his allegations, they were still going to do that, but I don't know if that's going to happen anymore. All right, so yeah, let's talk about the action, man. The action, we had some great action in this, and it's kind of the first couple had some really good action scenes in it. This one, I think, had definitely one of the best action scene we've seen in a long time. Just straight good action. That hallway fight that was mentioned a little earlier by Hondo. I think it was just well shot. Well, we don't get to see that too often anymore, man, in these movies. There's no like directors doing these cool one shot like the first Avengers movies where, they're going through all the characters fighting the Chitauri. That was awesome, man. Like, I don't know, I felt like a lot of the action sequences have been kind of lazy. Like, people are just, just
quick cut.
Quick cut, do a couple flips and we're done. This was a awesome one shot, loosely one shot. But this was great, man. Just all the action was great. With the shit with Adam Warlock was great. Like, all over, yeah.
Yeah, the opening fight with Adam Warlock coming in and busting shit up, that was great. I fucking this has been the best action I think since fucking Winter Soldier. Like, that hallway scene is great. It's almost Punisher level from the Netflix show. It's gonna go down as one of the fucking best sequences in the MCU.
Yeah, I would put it top 5 fight like sequence or the action sequence. Yeah,
just the action. Yeah, the action sequence alone. That's one of the top 5, definitely. Top 3.
Yeah. Then fucking the Avengers scene was awesome. The Infinity War, the Civil War fight was pretty cool. Even though they didn't really have a lot of stakes, it's still the visual was fucking cool.
Yeah. Oh.
But yeah, everyone had a moment, man. Everybody had a fucking cool, like, badass moment to fucking do some cool shit.
Warlock is meh.
Man.
Yeah, I liked Warlock. It's just it felt that he just really didn't have a role. You could have wrote any other character to do what he did. Any other fringe character.
Leo saying, was it YouTube user, which I assume is Nip. Overall 9.
I have it higher. I have it a little higher than 9.
You
Just a
telling
9
y'all
point.
top 5 MCU movie. I'm gonna have to sit down and make my my list. But yeah, I need to see this a couple more times before I move it into the top 5. That's top 5 is in that's that's a pure top 5 right there, man. So um, yeah, I definitely have to think about that one a little bit more. Uh, let's see. Let's talk about. So we talked about a little bit. Higher Evolutionary as the villain. I
Best
think
villain in a long time.
very chewing up the scenery, but like in a good way. He really fucking hate that bastard. Don't be mean to animals. You're gonna get the wrath. But he was just a fucking just. I loved his interactions with Rocket when Rocket figured out what he was doing wrong with the animal transformation. Shout out to the big turtle. It just man, he just yeah, that scene when he figured out and he's just like pissed, like why, like I created you shouldn't be smart, you should not be smarter than
You
me.
should be able to figure out something that I can't figure out.
Yeah, and yeah, no, it was it was some good scenes, man. I love those scenes with him and Rocket, young Rocket, kind of like fucking uh, uh interacting and kind of Rocket becoming smarter and kind of aware and like when he's talking to his friends and talking, yeah, we'll go into the friends thing in a little bit. Oh my god, but
It's
yeah,
it's it's, it's Doctor Patient, kind of like Stranger Things in a way, dude.
yeah. It was somebody mentioned it's like very, very Doctor Moreau, Island of Doctor
Yeah,
Moreau.
it is very
Yeah,
Doctor Moreau-ish.
yeah, and it's definitely different from the comic. Like the character of High Evolutionary, he's from Earth. He's not an alien. In the movie, they made him like visit Earth once. But I thought, yeah, I was fine. Like High Evolutionary is one of those characters I have no like real tie. I've read so many stories with him, but I don't have any ties to him. Like and people are like all bitching like. How many of you motherfuckers have a higher evolutionary fucking tattoo on you or have like a fucking, a big collection of higher evolutionary fucking merch? I don't see those guys around. So what do you care if they change the character a little bit?
They're actually making the evolutionary relevant
And
in
more
a fucking
interesting. He's kind of a
more
boring
interesting.
character. He's boring. He just spews fucking like evolution shit. Like, I need to change things. And like, he just says the same shit all the time. It does not like I don't understand why people get up in arms about these minor. I can understand the bigger characters. You want to change, certain big characters out in that, I get that, but it's a high evolutionary. Calm the fuck down. Who cares?
I want Chuck Woogie to be in the DC movie.
He has been already. Or he's
Which
been
one? Oh no, he's in Peacemaker. No, but I want him to be in this DC going forward. Who would he play? I could see him as a Batman villain. I could see him as if everybody's always change, if you want to change characters, he could be a Dr. Hugo Strange.
Look at that.
He could be a Hugo Strange.
Or like a Clayface. We've been talking about Clayface showing up in the fucking.
Oh, that'd be good. He'd be a good Clayface.
He's just a good actor, man. The guy, dude can act. So
he could be a fucking Ganthet. Be like the fucking the true ring bearer, just fucking like kind of shrink him down, and use his head on like a smaller body, like Warwick Davis's. Yeah, he could be
Big Leo 415. Should have had the GBDs on this episode. I saw your Instagram. I saw you at work. I didn't want to bother you.
Oh.
YouTube users saying top 10. Let's see.
Oh, Rocket.
I feel he was nerfed. Talking about the talking about Adam Warlock.
Yeah. They rushed him.
Big Leo got my big turtle reference. No diss, man. No diss. Wrath. Let's see. My shit's so slow today. Speaking of top fives, do you guys ever do your top 5 movie scores? No, it's on the doc.
Had it done for 2 years.
Yeah, I have mine written down.
I got mine written down.
Yeah.
Alex,
we gotta do it at some point. Yeah, I don't know. We need another pandemic so we can do all the shit we want to do.
Thank you.
Yes,
Finally,
yeah. Great point, Oscar. What's up, Oscar? Finally, a villain who stays evil, no remorse, no redemption. Yes,
for real, man. Thank you.
I'm so sick of villains being redeemed. Every fucking movie has to have a redeeming villain, even when it just doesn't call for it. Just have bad guys, man. Like you don't
He's
need
torturing animals. I don't think there's much redemption for him.
you don't need a fucking like every fucking villain. Every movie has to have this arc where I'm okay. I'm sorry, and like
I'm sorry I did everything. I'm sorry I killed your whole family.
Like Kylo Ren should have stayed evil, like stayed a bad guy. Like you don't need to redeem all these villains, man. It just takes away their power. Like it
takes away from him being a villain.
Oh, it takes away the danger. It takes away the danger of these villains. Like this,
villain is an asshole. He's been fucking shit up the whole fucking movie.
Had a bad day.
He's a dick.
Stay assholes. Dick. Stay assholes. That's my stance. Stay assholes.
He's a dick. Shits on assholes. Yeah, fucking asshole. Fucking dick.
YouTube user anonymous.
was he in the movie? I mean, was he in the was Lila in the comics? Because like I said, I don't remember Guardians. I didn't really read Guardians, but was she in the comics?
Lila was in the comics. Yeah, she. I think she's still alive in the comics. Actually, mm-hmm. Yeah, I think she's actually still alive. Yeah, she's a little different in the comics. They're from a planet of animals.
Oh, okay.
Animal. She wasn't created. Lil Leo. Question from Lil Leo. Layla and friends, are they from the comics? I know Layla is. I think they are. Yeah, all three of them are from the
all
comics.
Of them are?
Yeah. They look different though. They're not like I don't think they're as mechanical and shit. I think they're more animal like.
He probably did that for just deformed them. Like I'm gonna fucking tug on heartstrings right now.
Yeah, that scene. Yeah, that's definitely one of the toughest scenes in the fucking movie when he's fucking like talking to them and they have this running thing. They want to like see the sky.
All of that. Then that's tear jerking shit, motherfuckers.
They'll see the sky, and then like they're like laying there talking about how they're gonna live and it's gonna be happy, and then all the shit crumbles, and he fucking just starts blasting away, and he turns around and he just sees them all fucking on the floor and dead. And,
turn into Rambo.
It's just like gut punch, and they just fucking they just man, it was that's a rough scene, man. That's fucking rough scene, man. Oh man!
Anytime you fucking see any animals getting hurt, it's fucking. And then they talk. Yeah,
they're all sweet and like talking about living and skies and like fucking, like, yeah.
Dude, I felt the same way when they fucking put the shoe in the dip in fucking Roger Rabbit. Like, that's sad, bro.
Oh, no,
he's all happy. The fucking little. Then they dip his ass. Yeah, they fucked up Rocket in this one, dude.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
She was wiping blood on gauze. Yeah. That was sad.
That was hurt. It hurts. It hurts. Come on, man. Actually, do have a top 10 scores written down. They're all legend. Wait for it. Dairy. You did the joke wrong.
Any?
Legendary. You did the joke wrong. Yeah, Layla was an animal otter with no limbs. Yeah, she was like from an animal planet.
Yeah, James Gunn. Fucking addict.
Let's see. Question from Lil Leo. So no more Guardians movie, but Star-Lord standalone film. I think Star-Lord's going to pop up in one of those Avengers movies. I think that's what they're saying.
He's on Earth now.
Because they want the star power. They don't have star power anymore with a lot of their characters. A lot of their big stars have moved on, or they're not doing the movies anymore, or died in characters. So they're lacking star power. So I think they're going to save Star-Lord. They're going to throw him in one of those either both or Avenger movies just to have Star-Lord star power. So just keep that around for sure.
It's going to be him and Thor doing the buddy thing.
I could see the other Guardians showing up and other things. I hope they don't. I'm talking about the characters. Not the
Sorry. I'm already fucking picking the actors out of there.
Yeah. I can see. I want to see more Rocket. I hope this is not the end of Rocket or any of these guys really. But I can see Drax moving on. But you could recast some of these characters, or just add another other Guardians, man, like they did in the end of the.
Well, they can still do Guardians. It's just a different Guardians group now. It's not going to be.
they picked all characters that can easily come back. Like they're not tied to any other shit. You know, like they're all like half of them are CG characters. Like fucking, but they have the they can bring them back in certain forms. Oscar Rocket turned to the Punisher after that scene. Yeah. Oh yeah, he went fucking. Ooh, he went ham.
He went ham, dude.
Oh man. Ooh, scratching post. Speaking of ham, please go ham on that like button right there,
dude. That fucking line that Star-Lord hit though.
We have 9 people watching. Wow, that's record here. Like and subscribe, folks. You know, all these people watching right now. I want to hear at least 8 likes on this video.
I'm not watching, so I'll be one of them.
Yeah, you watch it later. Yeah. That Rocket was awesome, man. Rocket was all his story arc. Just watching his story arc through all the 3 movies, and the special and all that shit. Yeah, he definitely had the greatest arc. He fucked him up, man. When you get to see the reveal at the end, like you said, it's fucking pretty. That's a R rating right there. Like I'm surprised they got away with that.
That's an R rating alone. Not the bad word. That alone was an R rating. Yeah. It was almost like I said, Hellraiser level fucking effect on screen. Yeah, it was great. I'm super surprised. I wonder what they look for in the rating system these days to give shit.
The fact that the people that are that are behind it is just a fucking mess. I think of YouTube user Nip. I think it will be a Star-Lord variant ending logo was black and white. I heard a lot of people talking about the black and white logo. There might be a variant, whatever. Yeah. I think it's just Chris Pratt is going to come back in some form. I think it's just they need stars, man.
He's the biggest. He's probably the biggest star in the MCU right now.
Yeah, and it's gonna be hard to recast Star-Lord because it's so Chris Pratt centric. So I don't think they're gonna recast him. I think bring him back. Star-Lord, Thor, Korg movie. Let's go. No,
but didn't
they do that? Love and Thunder was like the Guardians were in it for like the first 20 minutes.
Isn't Hemsworth retiring though?
He's like taking it easy because he's got.
I forgot his condition. He forgets lines.
Well, shit. He's got like a family history of like fucking dementia. Yeah, and so he's Alzheimer's. So he wants to take it easy and kind of like live life and spend time with his kids, and which is shit. I like it. Yeah, he has enough money to chill. You don't need you made 4 2.5 decent Thor movies. I think I think you should be able to chill out. And down the road you can recast Thor. I don't think it's fucking certainly like Star-Lord. He made Chris Pratt made Star-Lord relevant because he wasn't shit in the comics, and he made
from
Star-Lord,
the opening scene. He made him relevant, dude.
Yeah, he made him relevant. So yeah, he's tied to Star. Like Thor, though. Thor has been around a long time. I think you can recast Thor. It's a different character for sure. Should have had Stallone in it.
I did have Stallone. Like more?
Yeah, always more Stallone. I'm always down with more Stallone. Yeah, give me more Stallone for sure. How do you feel? Whoa. So this come up a lot too. How do you feel about Groot talking at the end? So what I like this interpretation that he's not talking at the end. We're just understanding him. Understanding it. Just how Gamora didn't understand him because she wasn't around. The more you spend with Groot, the more
you'll understand him when he talks.
Like his I am Groot's, you can decipher his I am Groot. So I think that was just us becoming family with them, and now we could understand Groot, which is another fucking level of just this motherfucker really knows how to fuck with you.
He tells a great story, man.
Yeah, he told a great story, man. Beginning, middle. I might have had some problems with the middle part, but I think he ended it with a fucking bang. Starhawk, yeah, that's Stallone's character in the comics and in the movie. It's what they call him something else in the movies. Star something. I forgot his name in the movie. He has a different name in the movie. All right, so let's talk about it's like Chewbacca and Han. So let's talk about this the aspect of probably one of the best parts of the James Gunn's movies, the soundtrack. I've been listening to the soundtrack the last few days over and over. A lot of the songs I have, and some of them I don't. But yeah, let's kind of go through the track list. We got "Creep" by Radiohead, a nice little acoustic version that kind of opened the movie.
Yeah.
I thought great. I love that great song, and it's been used a lot too. But it's a great song. We got "Crazy on You" by Heart, another song that's been used a lot, but dug it. In the movie, perfect thing. "Since You've Been Gone" by Rainbow. Since you've been gone.
Since you've been gone.
Yeah,
that's a great song.
Great track. "In the Meantime" by Space Dog. Great song.
Yeah, I've loved that song forever.
I thought it was used great in the trailer. Definitely that song being played in the trailer definitely got me more juiced, for sure. We got "Reasons" by Earth, Wind & Fire, another classic song.
That scene fucking is dope too, man.
Yeah,
that scene. That fucking action scene with the security and Nathan Fillion.
It was great. The chick from Ratcat, the chick that was
Ratcatcher. Yeah,
she was in it. Fucking his wife, James Gunn's wife.
Yeah, and people were bitching about that. She had a small role.
I think she's cool. I like her. I like her in Peacemaker, and I like her in I like her. I think she's a good actor.
I hate the whole nepotism thing. Like fucking everybody
fucking
uses
their wife, and she was an actress. She was a decent actress out though, and they're fucking Apatow throws his fucking wife in every fucking movie he makes. Kevin Smith threw his wife.
Chandler does too.
Who cares? Like fucking who cares?
Who gives a shit?
All the motherfuckers complaining about him using his fucking wife and friends in movies don't have wife or friends, so that's why they're fucking.
There you go. That's a good one.
Yeah, "Do You Realize" by Flaming Lips. Excellent song. Another great song. "We Care a Lot" by Faith No More.
That was great.
Another good one.
Oh, that was unexpected for me.
Yeah. "I'm Always Chasing Rainbows" by Alice Cooper. "San Francisco" by the Mowgli's. I've actually heard that song live at work. Yeah, good. I'm not a big fan of the band, but that song is pretty good. X, another good band, punk band from LA, playing "Poor Girl." This Is the Day, that was pretty good. "No Sleep Till Brooklyn." I think it's one of those songs that's been used a lot, but it was cool to see it in the movie. It was just used for Super Mario Brothers.
Should have used "Sabotage" for that.
Yeah,
song.
"Sabotage" are there's a few deep cuts on the Beastie Boys you could use. "Dog Days Are Over" by Florence and the Machine. Yeah, great song. We see "I Will Dare" by the Replacements. "Come and Get Your Love" comes back in, which is an amazing track. I love, I'm a big fan of that song already before the first Guardian. So when they fucking put that song, I was like, what? Like that's a kind of obscure song. Like you don't really hear that song played too often, but now you do
in a movie.
But it's perfect timing. It's good bookend, and then we get "Badlands" by Bruce Springsteen in there too.
Excellent. I know his music, man.
He's a music nerd for sure. He has some deep cuts on here, which is great, and he has some good pop hits. The first soundtrack is definitely one of my favorite soundtracks, music soundtracks. Definitely top 5 for me for music soundtracks for sure. Just a great collection of like 70s, 80s pop hits. It's excellent. But yeah, what are some of your favorite songs off the soundtrack?
I want to say probably "Since You've Been Gone," the Florence and the Machine, Dog Days. Mostly, I love "In the Meantime." I fucking bought the single when I was fucking a kid on that one. So Space Hog.
And what movie was it? Fucking Fanboys, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't. But see, that's the thing. I don't remember from the movies. I remember from the day I fucking watched it on MTV and just heard the song. I was like, this song's dope, dude.
It's a dope song.
Just the opening. The little digital fucking sound with the it's great. It's a great song. But that's probably my favorite song out of that whole thing.
Let's see. Oscar did not like Stallone as Starhawk. The character should have been saved for, I believe, another movie.
I agree, but it's always fun to have cameos.
Yeah, I think he just wanted to have Stallone there and pay tribute to the old school Guardians. Which
I like seeing all the other Ravagers too.
Soundtracks are just as important to the movie as plot and character. Yeah. Oh yeah, soundtracks are so important, man. That really makes of all my favorite movies, the soundtracks are pretty good in this that's a very important part. Let's see. Wish it's so slow. Hondo the
Damn, I saw that way before you did. Yeah. Zombie Mm.
Oh, yeah.
But she's shit.
Yeah, she's not a good actor.
She's shit.
Not even like mediocre. Like
She's
just
shit. She's bad.
Krista, Creep.
Great. Yeah.
I'm a weirdo.
Yeah. That's a great. I love hearing like Rocket just fucking like softly singing along with it.
Yeah, it's a good start to the movie. Kind of like, but it
Sets
gets
the mood that it's gonna be fucked up.
Lori, I love when movies feature not popular songs or artists that are obscure and intriguing. That's why I like Quentin Tarantino. Like he like picks these music that
Edgar Wright,
Edgar Wright, James Gunn.
Wes Anderson, James Gunn. I love all their soundtracks for all their movies.
Yep, it's always like an event when they make a movie. It's like, oh, what songs are they gonna use? What songs are they gonna use? Like, yeah, it's yeah, definitely. I've discovered so much music from movies.
When they did Mr. Blue Sky in the second Guardians, I was like, that's fucking perfect. How they fucking like did it in that opening sequence with Baby Groot. Yeah. Jackson 5 was fire.
Yeah, the opening scene of part 2. Yeah, with the Mr. Blue Sky.
Mr. Blue Sky. Yeah, that was fucking dope. That's the best use of music. He's probably had the best use of music in his movies. It doesn't feel like out of place.
Yeah, it's definitely good. I've been listening to it all week. It's definitely fucking. It's some bangers, man, for sure.
It's the soundtrack I've been listening to lately.
Yeah, it's pretty damn good. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. So yeah, we get a couple end credits. We get we get the whole plot is around Rocket. He getting injured during the fight with Adam Warlock, and they have to like repair him, but they can't because he has like fail-safe devices in him. So it kind of goes off on a adventure trying to get these devices so they can operate on Rocket. So that's why we get all the backstory on Rocket. And so yeah, kind of like they save him, of course, and then we get in that awesome fight sequence. They're all together for one last kind of throwdown. I thought the last throwdown was pretty good, and where like they go back for Rocket goes for the little fucking raccoons, man. That was so sweet, man. He got the little raccoons on him, and he wants to save all the life forms, man, not just the fucking higher life forms. So they save all the life forms. You get a little couple like, oh, he's gonna die. Is he gonna die? No, everybody lives, which I'm totally fine with. I don't need to like
they did like 4 or 5 people gonna die in this one.
Yeah,
like they teased it, but everybody fucking lived, which was great. But I just want to say, I know you said that like Rocket had like one of the best arcs and probably the whole thing. I want to say that I think probably Nebula did. I fucking love Nebula going through all
what she started to hear
to where she finished in the story is amazing.
I love that scene in there when they're talking about like, oh, that sounds like more like her, and like, and Star-Lord's like, yeah, you do have beautiful eyes, like when my father replaced him. He's like, oh, you picked a good pair. Like, shut up. Like, I see them hooking up. I think she definitely had like a great arc.
I love the Mantis and Drax interaction when she calls him stupid. She goes, "You think I'm stupid? Yes." Like, and then what were the little kids saying?
Oh, he called them morons.
The way he talked to the kids was great, dude. Fucking Batista. If anything, the saddest thing I probably see that I'm gonna miss is that Drax is no longer probably gonna be like played by a fucking Batista.
Yeah,
his comedic timing is fucking awesome. When he goes, I ate the last one. And you just see him reaching to the back in front of her and just put it in his mouth again. Made her cry. Oh, that was great, dude.
Yeah, no, he was good, man. I liked him better in this one too. I think the last one was a little too like, oh, it was too forced, a little too like everyone had to make a joke, and like every 5 seconds it was like, yeah. This one was like more spread out, and like,
or it's just, you know what, better timing, better jokes.
Yeah,
the bad dog, everything. Like, this is a fucking sweet movie, dude. DC is in good hands.
Yeah. A little off topic, Renee. Not even a Star Wars extra movie like Solo or Rogue One. I think there's a new one coming up December 23rd. Not this year.
Next year?
Maybe next year. We'll see what the writers strike might put. We might
push everything back.
Yeah, I said this last time. I think we're not going to see it till 2025. New trilogy, episode 13, 14, 15. Right? They haven't said it's part of the trilogy. They're not going to number them. I think they should just keep the numbers, but
episodes.
I heard they're bringing back the opening scrolls though in the new movies. They're gonna have opening scrolls, which is smart. Lori has a notebook full of soundtrack songs for my movies when I start making them.
I've been doing that since
I've been doing that since I was like 15 maybe. I mean, I have soundtracks, and I actually have disc with like
I think I burned a couple for you
yeah.
back in the day.
Yeah, I've been doing that for years. Ox spoilers, we're just dreamers, man. Bo 73 Ox spoilers. I'll watch later.
He's going back to play Predator.
No, I didn't know it's a computer. Oh.
I know who he's talking about. That's great.
That is definitely fucking trash. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, he should play him really. Bad dog, that was great.
Oh, that bad dog line was great, dude.
That was a great running.
Take it back. Nope, you're a bad dog.
You're a bad dog.
You're a bad dog.
Cracklin was fucking like Sean Gunn was great in this movie. I love his fucking arc, man. Like you went from like being like James Gunn's brother in the movie to like
just a guest star in the movie, to a important character.
Important character. Like I like you rooted for him. He was like actually a really good character. Like so.
That scene before he went fucking ham with the arrow, where he fucking thought he saw Yondu. Yeah, that shit got me, dude.
Yeah,
that one right there got me because he was just like,
because they've been building since Volume 2. Like they've been building like he can't use the thing. He's been practicing, but he just can't get it. And he finally gets it. And he fucks motherfuckers up.
He fucks everybody up.
Miss Linus, Princess Leia, how you doing? I'm Groot. You're definitely Groot. You're so Groot. You don't even know it. What's up, Princess? Good to see you. Renee, too bad Bruce Lee and Ren Lee died.
Yeah, don't get me started on that.
What would Bruce Lee be doing now if he was still alive? He'd probably be in his 90s, 80s, 90s. Bruce Lee
would probably be a producer. He'd have his own studio.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
I can see he probably would have been brought out of retirement for a couple movies, like fucking. Imagine him as Bill and fucking Kill Bill.
I mean, him and Jackie Chan, after Jackie Chan actually being big, could have like done something.
Lee would probably still
old man. Yeah, it would have been Brandon. It would have been Bruce Lee against the young Jet Li. That would have been sick.
Brandon Lee probably be doing like probably still be doing movies.
I think he'd still be doing movies. I just don't. I think he found the perfect character with. He would have been doing a lot more Showdown in Little Tokyo than The Crows, I think.
Yeah. Interesting. I definitely want to go. Fun. Definitely want to go to. I definitely want to go to alternate universe and see some of these movies. All right, so yeah, we get a couple post-credit scenes. We get one with the new cast. We get it's Groot, Rocket, Adam Warlock. Kraglin was in there too, right? Or was Kraglin there?
I think he was. Yeah, he was.
Kraglin and the chick, the one of the children they grabbed. That's a character from the comics too. I forgot her name, but she was like a Captain Marvel type character. She was kind of big in the comics too. She's kind of a badass from what I've read from her.
So it looks like they retired all the gun characters, right? Pretty much. Other than Star-Lord.
This is like these are the characters we could easily throw into something else, or in 5 years do like a new Guardians, which I don't really want to see. I wouldn't mind seeing them pop up in other movies, but unless James Gunn is directing it, I don't know.
The only time I want to see the Guardians probably coming up is probably going to be in either something in the Kang Dynasty or Secret Wars. I don't think there should be any more Guardians of the Galaxy standalones. They should just be involved in other.
Yeah,
who knows, dude? They might be in the Marvels. Some shots in the Marvels,
or just do part of like the what's it called in the Kree Skrull War. You could do like these epic, like Annihilation, the storyline Annihilation, which pretty much involves like all the cosmic characters, and just kind of like it's basically will be like Avengers Infinity War, but in space.
In space.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them do that. Like do like a Guardians of the Galaxy Annihilation, and just be like everything involved, like the space stuff, which I wouldn't be like you don't even have to have any like Earthbound characters at all. And then we get the second. The second one with Star-Lord going back home and seeing his grandpa. and they're eating cereal. I think they're eating Magic Spoon, which is actually not bad.
Yeah.
He's reading Grandpa's reading a paper with Kevin Bacon talking about his alien abduction. So if you watch the holiday special, that would make sense to you. So yeah, we get those two scenes. What'd you think of the ending?
Yeah, I love that he still brings back Greg Henry to the guy from Slither. I think he was the mayor in Slither.
Wasn't he like on a sitcom too? He looks like a sitcom dad.
He does look like a sitcom guy. I'm not sure if he was on a sitcom. Probably one I didn't watch.
He reminds me of the dad from Boy Meets World.
Kind of. Yeah,
yeah, he's got that vibe about him.
He just seems like somebody that would be, killed really early in a horror movie because he's a dick. But he's a great grandpa. That was a touching scene to see. Like, he hasn't seen his son or his grandson in almost 33 years, 34 years.
Yeah,
or he's 50.
Yeah, right away recognized him too. So
yeah, that was awesome. I dug the scene, and knowing that Peter Quill will return.
Well, the legendary Star Lord will.
Yeah, he will return. But they definitely need him now that they've lost a lot of people. I'm telling you, this phase, this is probably the worst phase out of Marvel so far. It has good movies in it, but it's the worst phase.
I think you condense it down and just focus on a few of the good things. It's a good phase, but it's so like convoluted and so much shit. It kind of spreads everything out, and it kind of like waters down a lot of the stuff. So the good shit really gets put in the background, and the bad shit really floats to the top, and you kind of notice it a lot more. So yeah, I think they're trying to do too much. I think
they're making movies just to advance plot lines.
Yeah, I think you need to limit this. I like the idea of doing more specials, doing like hour-long specials. You don't need to do a 6-episode season of shit. I think some of that stuff would work easily as a fucking one shot. I think if you want to introduce, I think Silver Surfer is going to be rumored as a one shot kind of thing, kind of introduction, which I think is not a bad way to introduce somebody.
It's perfect with him because it's not too little, too late. Because he's got his own villain. He's got Galactus.
Yeah, and like if you try to do a Galactus without Silver Surfer, okay, yeah, you already did. Yeah, that's you need to do. Yeah, just like trying to do a Venom movie without Spider-Man. You need to have. Does not work.
Not work.
So yeah, man, I think everybody had a great ending. I like how Drax is going to be the dad. Mantis is going off to find herself.
That her walking off with those 3 beasts was fucking amazing, dude. Like, she has her fucking little army of kaijus.
Yeah, she's gonna go chill and fucking go have adventures. Like, it's appropriate for her. Nebula
with the Ravagers.
Gamora goes back to Ravagers, who she's found a home with, a new family. And pretty much they've replaced the Guardians for her. Like, this is the family she's found. This family she, I thought it was heartwarming. Nebula is going to be like there on the city, kind of helping, develop this home. She's never actually had a home. So yeah, I dug where they put everybody, man. I love, where everybody's like off on their own, but this is a great ending to this. You don't get to see this too often, man.
Right.
With endings, like a
satisfying ending.
Yeah, and like a superhero movie, like really, because it's always like a lot of these superheroes are so infinite. They're always thinking about the next one, and they did set up some stuff for the next one. But for these characters and this grouping, the director, this setting, this is the end, man. It was a a feel good ending, man. Like you don't really get to feel that too often, man. Yeah, it's a great movie, man, all around. So yeah, would you CGC this?
9.8.
Damn near perfect, huh?
It's a great fucking movie. All the comedy beats were perfect.
Yeah.
The way it looked, CG was fucking on point.
Yeah,
this is not a cheap CG movie.
Yeah. They were in outlandish spots, but it felt real. Like the Ant-Man and Quantumania just felt fake. You just felt like they were on set the whole time. This one you could feel it on certain things, but for the most part, you felt.
It feels like, look, when they're on Nowhere, like that scene right there, that feels organic. It kind of felt like Total Recall when they go to Mars. It's a small little city, but it's just like a back alley that they're fucking living in on this giant floating head in space.
Yeah.
Everything just felt organic. The ships felt right. 9.9. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it so much because this is one of the ones I think the mark of a good movie It's not like it doesn't feel long because it's just going from point to point to point to point, and it makes sense. You know, the pacing of the movie was great. There was like no real slowdown.
Yeah.
And if the slowdown happened, it was like a fucking a gut punch wrenching story, of animal cruelty, and it was great, man. I might even go 9899, but I'm more 98, solid 98.
Yeah, I'll go 9.7 just to be a little different. This might go up. Watching, like I'm saying, this is gonna move around my rankings. The more I watch it, I think this is definitely gonna be a movie you can rewatch, and that's been kind of the issue with a lot of these Marvel movies too. It's like they're one and done, man.
They're not because they're not real like movies of substance.
Like Eternals, which I didn't hate. I watched it, and I didn't feel like I need to watch it again. Like Shang-Chi, I had a lot of issues with it. Don't feel I need to watch it again. Black Widow, didn't even watch it again. Like Multiverse of Madness, I watched again.
I watched it a couple of times.
But Thor: Love and Thunder, don't need to watch that one again. Ant-Man.
I haven't watched Black Panther again, but I want to watch it again.
That's what I want to watch again. Haven't got to that one yet, but
I'd watch this again in a heartbeat.
I'm gonna watch this. This is definitely gonna be a buy for me. I'm definitely getting this on 4K. Maybe a steelbook. We'll see. But yeah, this is steelbook worthy in my opinion for sure. I'll get 9.7. Might go higher. It's just it hits, like you said, it hits all bases. The music was great, action was great, comedy is great. Love the characters, the effects were great. Just the writing was on point. The beginning, middle, and end were satisfying. It fucking made you laugh, made you cry, made you smile, gave you all the emotions. You don't get that too often, and that's what the problem with a lot of the Marvel movies nowadays. They're just kind of like
paint by numbers.
They don't know what they want to be. Like you want to be the ad for the next movie, or you want to be your own thing. There's ways to do both, but they for some of them they know how to do it for sure. Leo's gonna buy it on DVD, DVD for sure. Best Buy on Tuesday. Yep.
Yeah, this is a definite pickup.
Yeah,
I love the first one. I think I love this more than the first one.
Yeah, I'm debating that. I love the first one a lot. The first one's in my top 5 Marvel for sure. So that's the problem. As they get a bump, the first one on the top 5. So that's what's going to come down to me watching it again.
This is the rarity. The third entry being better than the original.
That's been coming up too. Like the best comic book trilogy. I think the second one's problems.
This is number 2.
Takes out
Captain America's number 1.
Captain America's number 1 for sure. This one, I think if you cut out some shit in part 2, this is a damn good trilogy. So.
Even without it, name the other one that would be just as good. Iron Man is not.
Batman. Dark Knight.
I have so many problems with Batman to begin. Batman Begins afterward. Movie I only really love out of that is The Dark Knight. Batman Begins has a lot of issues, and Dark Knight Rises. Don't get me started.
What's your issues with Batman Begins?
I really don't like I've always tried to reconcile the gruff. The gruff super bothers me.
Yeah,
it takes you out of it.
Yeah,
cooking, it really takes you out of it.
And it's Ken Kniff from the Connecticut, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, Violent J. No, none of that shit, dude. It takes you out. It's good, but I think as being fun comic book movies, this is better.
Yeah, it's a pretty damn good trilogy. It's good. I just some issues with the first one, man. YouTube user Nip likes the first one better. I like the first. I love. I just rewatched it the other night too. I still laugh and like fucking like it still gets me. Like still such a great movie.
Fucking opening is fucking one of the best openings of any Marvel movie. Fucking Redbone, him fucking just like singing into the alien. That's fucking Chris Pratt being Chris Pratt.
The best was in Endgame when they went back to that and you just see him singing like without the music. Dark Knight Begins is hella underrated.
Batman Begins?
Dark Knight Begins or Batman Begins?
Batman Begins? Batman Begins.
Dark Knight Rises. Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises. Oh, it's Dark Knight Rises is a Black Panther 2.
Don't call it Batman. Gruffy is just being the Dark Knight.
McGruff.
Nip likes Holland's Spider-Man's better to me. His trilogy. It's pretty.
I
That's
like
pretty good.
the end. I like the end more than I like the first two.
I like the first two. I like the only issue I had was the Mr. Stark shit. I didn't need like him worshiping
That's
Stark.
one of the hugest things that bothers me. That it was all with fucking. He was fucking Stark. He was Stark's bitch boy.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. Yeah, no.
I'm looking forward to Spider-Man going forward with no Stark.
Yeah, supposedly they're gonna start filming hopefully soon.
That's only anything Iron Man associated. It just has a fucking taint of fucking dickheadedness to it. You know, I fucking don't like Stark.
All right, so yeah, good fucking movie, man. I definitely recommend it. I don't know. Yeah, I gotta watch a couple more times. Definitely get around.
You said 9/7, right?
I'd say 9/7. Yeah.
All right.
Just like to be different from you.
Yeah. Captain America's still probably the
still number one. So yeah.
That's a hard movie to fucking dethrone too, because it's just fucking. It's a great movie.
Winter Soldier, Infinity War, the first Captain America. Winter Soldier, Infinity War, Guardians, and I'm forgetting one. I really like Guardians and.
There's a lot of these movies now.
No Way Home.
No Way Home.
Yeah. So
that's four.
Wait, Winter Soldier, Infinity War, No Way Home, first
Guardians. That's 4.
Fuck, what am I missing?
Guardians 3.
Panther would have been if they fucking changed that fucking fight at the end. It would have been fucking top 5.
That's the thing that kills it. Sometimes people understand like it takes so much to fucking get into that top 5. It's a great movie, but some bad CG can really take you out of it.
The first Avengers movie, I still really like that fucking movie, man. I still like
that. Compared to everything else now, I like it, but that's in the top 10.
It's the best Hulk movie.
Fuck.
It
is the best Hulk movie. I just don't think that the first Avengers is better than this Guardians. I think this movie is fucking way better.
I'd say I had to watch a couple more times, man. Hey, man, it's the top. Yeah, and the rest of the top 10, I'll probably put Black Panther in there. Fucking. Endgame, I have issues with, man. But I would probably still put it top 10. I still have issues with it.
I looked at my watch during Endgame. Infinity War, you don't. Infinity War goes. It just goes.
Infinity War's fucking great.
Infinity War is awesome.
Yeah, we should.
Endgame, man.
I do have a lot of stuff I like in it, but yeah, still some issues. Yeah, so we could do a top 10 Marvel. I think we did our rankings at one time, but
we did our rankings. Yeah.
I wasn't there, so it doesn't count. Let's see. Batman Begins. Batman Begins is awesome. When it came out almost 20 years ago, I was blown away. I like a lot of Batman Begins, but yeah, the voice. I feel you on the voice.
A lot of shit takes you out of it. Like, look, I was blown away by Batman '89. I've been blown away by a lot of movies, but then looking back on them later, it's just like, yeah, I have problems with them now. You know, I can't let nostalgia fuck with me. Yeah.
I still certain movies I'll give a pass because I still love
exactly. Certain movies we do give a pass to.
So for GDB's SF Comic Books, go to the movies. Let's watch it again.
I'm down.
Go see it on that.
Field trip.
I'm down.
Field trip. Yeah.
YouTube user, aka Nip. I agree. The first movie, Avengers, is there.
It's good, but I think it's a top 10. I just don't think it's top 5.
I like those battles and their interactions. Their first interactions together is fucking great. Let's see. Oscar Universal has to get off its butt and do a Hulk movie with the Submariner. Do they still own the rights? I think they own the right. They own the rights to Hulk. I think until next year. I think that's when the thing ends.
They revert if they don't do anything. They revert.
So then after next year, I think they can do. I think that's where they can like hinted at a World War Hulk thing because they're waiting for that to expire. Then they could do World War Hulk, like a proper Hulk movie, which I hope they go balls out the Hulk. I want a Hulk redeemed. I want badass fucking. You should be scared. I want to go back to the monster Hulk. I want Hulk to be a feared fucking beast. I'm tired of fucking smart, fancy Hulk.
I wanted to destroy the Illuminati. I want Black Bolt, Doctor Strange, who is Xavier, right? I want them all to get fucked up by him.
Yeah. And so I like Submariner from Black Panther too. I thought that was like my favorite part of the movie. Really, that kept me intrigued. So hopefully they do something with him. Yeah, hopefully they don't fucking that doesn't go away. Let's see. Hondo's top 5. Winter Soldier, No Way Home, Infinity War, Guardians 1, and Avengers. That's pretty much my that's my top 5.
Yeah, I think I have Infinity War and No Way Home reversed. I have Guardians 1 and 3 in there.
Not Guardians. I can't do 2 Guardians in one list, man.
I'm not gonna just say that it's not better just because there's another Guardians there. I can't do that. I have to rank it how it is. And 2 Guardian movies make it in there. Even as much as I think that fucking Winter Soldier, Captain America series is better, because Civil War is definitely top 10. But it's just number 2 brings it so far back.
All 3 Captain Americas are in my top 10, easily.
Yeah, easily.
I actually rank the first Captain America over Civil War.
I could see that.
Yeah,
I'm not. I wouldn't get mad at that. There's no argument for me on that one.
Yeah, I like because that movie's just so kind of underrated. Like, no one really talks about that movie too much.
It's a time period movie.
Yeah,
I think that's the big draw for me.
Great, man. Joe Johnston's directed some fucking cool shit, man. So like, it's dude. You got fucking Tommy Lee Jones in there. You got the fucking Hugo Weaving as Red Skull. You got fucking
wasted
Agent Carter. You got fucking. Oh man, the movie's awesome, and the action, it's emotional, is awesome. You get to see, oceans of Cap, like when that scene when they're like training and Tommy Lee fucking throws the fucking fake grenade and he fucking Steve jumps on it. Dude, that fucking gets me. Dude.
That's Cap.
That gets me, man. Like, yeah, Captain America right there.
That's Cap right there.
That's Cap. No Cap. YouTube user Nip is a Ragnarok top 5. That's maybe top 20 for me, man.
No, that's probably on the bottom end of the fucking of the movies. Wait, which one's Ragnarok? Yeah, that one is a bottom end. Yeah.
They fucked up Hulk. Agri Comedy and Fitch Hulk is lummy facts. I don't like this. Yeah, like they did Smart Hulk from the comics. It was a Smart Hulk, but no, I mean they need to stop fucking around with Hulk.
I want more Banner turning into Hulk. Turning back into Banner, that shit going.
Yeah, it should be. Yeah. I think the fact that they had to like skip over a lot of shit with that. All right, well, so let's end the review. Great movie. Definitely going to be talked about for a while. Definitely want to go see it again for sure.
Yeah, well, we should figure it out what night we all want to go. I'm totally down.
Go see before after Game 7, hopefully.
Well, that's a Sunday, so it have to be after 9:30, after 9 at least.
Oh, it's a school night.
I work. Oh wait, this Sunday? Oh no, I get off at 4.
I think the Warriors game is gonna be in the daytime.
Yeah, I know. I have to work.
If it happens, hopefully it happens. All right. Yeah, please like, subscribe, and follow. Turn on the notification. We're not ending just yet. We're gonna do a pull list in a minute. I don't really have much.
Well, my pull list is coming tomorrow. Picking up Legend of Zelda.
Okay.
Tears of the Kingdom.
Do I have anything quick we could talk about? No, not really. I just did a little Vegas trip, so I don't really haven't really watched anything this week. So I watched the first 10 minutes of Electric Mayhem. It's on all the episodes are on Disney Plus right now, so it's all right so far. I'm kind of half paying attention, so definitely got to check it out.
Oh, and for the folks who haven't seen Evil Dead Rise, they have put the first 10 minutes of it on YouTube. So if you want to watch that to, wet your whistle to go watch it, definitely.
I would, if you did watch it, go watch last week's or 2 weeks ago's episode where we actually review it. We had a lot of fun with it. A lot of people have been watching Evil Dead Rise, and it's good. It's a good year in movies so far. What's your top 5 so far of the year?
Super Mario Brothers.
On mine.
That's definitely on there. Guardians is on there. John Wick 4. I'll
put Evil Dead on there. Evil Dead was pretty damn good.
Evil Dead Rise. You know what? I'm trying to think of if it's Evil Dead Rise or it's Scream 6.
Ooh, Scream 6. Yeah, that's
I
what.
really like Screams, even as much as I anticipated almost everything. I really liked it. It
Yeah.
was gory. It was like pretty bloody. I'm gonna probably say Scream 6. That was a surprise for me. I
Honorable,
didn't think I was gonna like it.
honorable mention Cocaine Bear.
I haven't seen it yet. I have to watch it. It's on Peacock, but I haven't got to it.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons was good.
Dungeons and Dragons was good.
Fuck yeah, this has been a banger year, man. Yeah, we're only fucking May, man. Yeah, we got a whole another 7 months to go. So yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun year, dude. Like the one I'm really waiting for. I'm waiting for Dune's gonna be the cap, fucking cherry on top. It's gonna be a fucking bomb ass fucking movie.
Thank you for the awesome live comic show. Thank you, Renee, for commenting.
Thank you.
Lori, good night, gentlemen, gents. Always fun. All these streaming platforms merging. Yeah, this is turning into fucking cable. We're just
that's the thing. That's the thing that scares me because when they do Hulu and Disney Plus merger, I wonder how much they're gonna jack it up. You know,
jack it up.
They're just gonna just jack up the price on it.
Yeah, because
I don't mind paying an extra $5, but if they double the price of it, that sucks. That's starting to hey, that's why sharing your streamers. That's where it's at, man.
Yeah, don't forget to buy your limited edition steelbooks. Dungeons and Dragons Tuesday, 8 a.m.
I might drop by and get that.
Cocaine was lightweight lummy. You're just a bear hater, bro. No, I like it. Was fun. It's definitely not as great as I wanted it to be, but it's still enjoyable.
I gotta watch it.
Not as like I think they could have added a little bit more mayhem. I think it would have been awesome. A little bit too quiet at some certain points where you didn't
really. Cocaine Bear was quiet.
Yeah, like where it's like, no, I want a Cocaine Bear, and I want to see Cocaine Bear go all out, and they kind of went but it was still fun. I wouldn't put it in top 5 of the year so far though. He's fucking crooked. All right. So yeah, subscribe, all that good shit. Go check out the Gold Dirty Bastards, talking sports, on the Gold Dirty Bastards.
Dude, we should do after we go see it, we should all do a roundtable with these guys on that one, and maybe do a Marvel show with them.
There you go.
That'd be good. Skip.
Rick. Whoa, Dungeons and Dragons, so good.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Fun movie, man.
Cocaine Bear.
Hating on bears, man. All you do. I never say anything about turtles, man. Century Redwood City just upgraded good Peninsula Theater. Okay.
If the parking is good, that's the key thing getting out of the city for me. Like Regal's nice because that back area parking is perfect for me just to fucking like take off and go home.
Let's see. I'm sorry, Cocaine Bear sucked. The cocaine didn't even look real. yeah.
Damn, it was like you got real on that. You got fucking fake ass cocaine props.
Cocaine is not authentic. Round Tubby Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
Round Tubby used to be good. It's starting to fall off too.
Yeah, it became corporate, like over corporate.
It's
so expensive.
But yeah, it's expensive for what it is. It's way too expensive.
$44. God damn.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna get out of here. I'm fucking tired. It's been a fucking long week. But yeah, like, subscribe, all that good shit, and then we'll see you next week. Turn on the notification bells. You know when we're on. Press that thumbs up, all that good shit, and enjoy the replay if you're watching this for a second, and hit us up on the Facebooks, on the Instagrams. I don't have a Twitter. I deleted my Twitter because I don't care. But on the Instagrams of Ray Doomzilla. You want to see pics of toys and food and stuffed animals or some shit. I don't know what the fuck I post on there. I just post random shit. One more from a Hondo. The Covenant is really good. If you don't have anything to see, that's worth a trip to the theater.
Oh, that's the Guy Ritchie movie. I kind of want to see that.
I want to see that Hypnotic. I
want to see Hypnotic. Yeah. Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah. All right,
guys.
All right, man. We're gonna get out of here. Be safe, and we'll see you guys next week.
Bye.